To an extent, Harsha, it's with a heavy heart that I want to go into the hotspot on this particular issue, and it's the abuse of Mohammed Siraj, which caused the game to stop for 12 minutes there before the tea interval. Now, Cricket Australia have put a statement out saying they're investigating this. They're investigating what happened towards the end of play on day 3 as well. There have been comments from New South Wales Police too. Broadly speaking, there is a lot still unknown about what happened in this discrete incident this afternoon, which saw 6 patrons evicted from the ground. But unfortunately, taken as a whole over the last 2 days, it's been an unfortunate place for this series to go.
Look, I'll tell you something about that I have noticed. I'm not trying to be very pro-Australia, very pro-India here. I do not believe there are racist countries. I do not believe there are racist societies. I believe there are just idiots, and there are idiots everywhere. I don't know the entire story behind this because I'm from a distance. I'm watching what television pictures are showing me. I'm seeing what social media and what people are posting there. But it is reprehensible. You cannot say things like these. I thought one of the best comments came from Shikha Pandey, one of our women players, who said, for heaven's sake, in COVID times, to be allowed to go to a ground and watch cricket is a privilege. Very, very few people have the privilege of going to a cricket ground and watching a match in troubled times like these. Only 25% are allowed. You are blessed that in the new year, you're going and watching 2 teams having a go at each other and really playing very good cricket. Don't blow it, for heaven's sake. That is number 1. Number 2, sometimes we, by our actions, tell the world about all of us rather than only us. I experienced that in my early years when I was traveling abroad. I always got the feeling I'm a representative of India when I'm traveling, and so I've got to uphold what I think India is when I'm traveling. And so when you're spectators and your pictures are going around the world, you're representing your country in a sense too. So I was very disappointed with what I saw. I was very happy with the quick action, get them out as quickly as possible. I read somewhere that with all the cameras and IDs and the QR codes and whatever, you can identify these people easily and not allow them entry again. So if it is indeed true that what they said was racist, that is reprehensible. But I mean, I was always told, wait till you hear the whole story. But now that Cricket Australia have come out and said they're sorry and whatever, no, don't let them into a ground again. Don't let them.
Yeah, it's going to go through a formal process, and that's appropriate and prudent in the circumstances. But taken as a whole, of course, Harsha, and you summed that up beautifully about the importance of nations coming together in tough times, and certainly the last 12 months have been horrendous times. But you've seen these countries tear at the seams before, back in January 2008 at this very ground. This isn't the sort of tenor we want the final stages of this tour to be played through. I mean, we know that at its best, the Australia-India rivalry is it's alongside the Ashes as the greatest rivalry in cricket in terms of countries that play each other all the time. And as a consequence, we want to be talking about that. We don't want to be talking about this outside noise.
Look, I didn't like what I saw in 2007-8. I've said that many times. I didn't like what I saw in 2007-8. I didn't like the standoffs. I love to see contests on a cricket ground. To me, one of the great things about cricket is you go hard at each other, not an inch given. And the wonderful practice of shaking hands at the end of the day and coming back, I love seeing that. I don't like countries pitted against each other, spectators pitted against each other, people on social media having a go at each other. No, I don't like that side of our game. I like the contest in our game, and I hope it always stays like that. So I don't want to see this extended. Australia versus India is critical to our sport. Let's not go. I mean, you said that yourself. Australia versus India is critical to our sport, and we cannot let that happen. So I just hope that this ends here, that action is taken against these people, but also that action is seen to be taken, not just taken, so that people realize between our two countries, the IPL has been fantastic between our two countries, that it's not a community, it's not a country, it's just some silly people.